Welcome to today's video on R programming, importing the files. We are going to see how to import a text file, how to import a CSV file, and how to import a Excel file. Okay. So for importing the files, the text file, CSV file, and the Excel, we need to create the Excel. First, we need to create all the files, the text file, CSV file and the Excel file in our local directory. Okay. So you can see here I have created the files. So I have created three files: nature.txt, company.csv and sales1.xls. Okay. So these three files I have created and I have kept in my local directory. Okay, so you can see the files. So this is the nature.txt file. It is having the header monsoon and it is having three lines. The first one is springer, then summer and winter. So this you can save it as nature.txt in your local drive. Okay, so next you can create a CSV file called as company.csv by giving the header as the column names or name, salary and department. So under that I have given some values. For name I have given some character values, for salary I have given some numerical values, and for department I have given some names of the departments. Okay, so for to save an Excel as a CSV, you have to go to the menu option, say save as, and you have to go to the other formats and you have to give it as a comma separated file, that is CSV. So you have to choose the file type as .csv, then you can give the name as company.csv and you can save this. Okay, so there is a slight difference between creating an Excel file and a CSV file. So you have to save it as a .csv file. And next I have created a Excel file with the two sheets. The first sheet is having the columns A, B and C, and it is having some values. And similarly I have the second sheet also having the columns A, B and C, and it is having some values. So let us see how to import these text file, CSV file and Excel file using R programming. So for that you have to go to RStudio first, and you can see the commands here. So the first one is to import the text file. Okay, so the command read dot table is used to import the text file. So I have given file dot choose function. So in that I have given header equal to true and separator is equal to /t. /t means the separator is a tab. Okay, so I'm going to choose the file from the local directory, and I'm saying my file is having a header and it is separated by tabs. The variables are separated by tabs. That is what I'm meaning by this syntax. So the function to read the file, read the text file is read dot table. So and I'm storing the file in data, in the variable data. Okay, so now let me run this file first. So let me run this line. This is the syntax. So see here there is a red symbol, it means that it is opening the file. So I have to go to the open of the directory and I have to select my local directory where I'm having my files. I have to select the text file. Nature.txt is the text file I'm having. So I'm selecting this nature.txt and I'm saying open. Okay, so now it has opened the nature.txt file. Okay, so next I'm going to print the data in the nature.txt file. See here you can see the values of the nature.txt file. The monsoon header, the spring, summer and winter rows are printed. Next I'm going to have data.txt using the read lines function. So this function will take the text file value, text file name, nature.txt from the local directory, and it will read the lines of the nature.txt file, and it will store in data.txt. So read lines will read the lines of a text file. Read lines function will read the lines of a text file. So since it is giving this error because I have not set my working directory. So for that I have to set my working directory, set wd working directory, and I have to give the double quotes, and I have to set my directory where I am having the file. So I am having my file in the d colon. So I am setting this working directory first. So I have set the working directory. Now I am running this syntax data.txt equal to read lines nature.txt. So this read lines will read the lines of the nature.txt file, and it will store in data.txt. So let us see what is there in the data.txt using the print command. See here, it is reading the lines and it is displaying all the lines in a single line. That is the difference between read lines and read table. In read table, it gave the lines as it is, as we saw in the CSV file. But read lines will read all the lines and it will print in a single line. That is the difference between read.table and read lines function. Okay, so next let's see the length of the data. Let's see how what is the length of the data stored in the data.txt. Okay, so data.txt has all the values of nature.txt file. So I'm going to print the length of the data.txt. So it is showing 4. It means that it is having 4 words: monsoon, spring, summer and winter. So this is the length of the file nature.txt. That is, it is printing the number of lines in the file nature.txt. Next, let me see how many characters are there in the file. For this I am using the function nchar of data.txt. So this is going to fetch you the number of characters. See, in monsoon there are 7 characters, in spring there are 6 characters, in summer there are 6 characters, and in winter there are 6 characters. So it is displaying 7666. So this nchar function will list the number of characters in the text in the nature.txt file, and this length function will return the length of the number of lines in the nature.txt file. Okay. Similarly, we can also get the size of a file in bytes using the function file.size. The function file.size is used to fetch the size of the text file nature.txt. Okay, see, it is showing 33. It means the bytes, the number of bytes of the nature.txt file is 33. So now we have seen how to import a text file. So now let's see how to import a CSV file. So we have company.csv file. So we are setting the working directory first. We have already set the working directory to d colon. Now we are going to read the CSV file using the function read.csv, and within the bracket we are giving the company.csv file name. The file name is given within the bracket inside the quotes. Okay, so now I'm printing the contents of the CSV file company.csv. So the company.csv had 3 columns: name, salary and department, and it had 7 rows. So all the data are printed. So this is how you are going to import a CSV file. So we can see what are the number of columns in this data. So now the variable data is having the contents of the company.csv file. So we can get the number of columns in the data by using ncol function, and we can get the number of rows in the data using nrow function. Okay. So next we are running nrow function. So it is having 7 rows. The number of columns is 3. Okay, so far we have seen how to import a text file and how to find the length of the text file, number of characters in the text file, and file size. Then we saw how to import a CSV file, and to find out how many number of columns in the CSV file, how many number of rows in the data. Okay, so next let's see some functions, how to fetch the subset of the data. Okay, so the data variable is now having the contents of the CSV file. We are going to use the subset function to fetch a subset of the data. So what command we are giving here? We are giving salary equal to minimum data dollar salary. So it means that it is going to consider the salary column, and it is going to fetch the minimum data from the salary column, and it is going to return that to the min salary variable. That is the meaning of this syntax. So subset is going to fetch the minimum salary from the data dollar salary. So that is, data is the variable having the contents of the CSV file, and the salary is one of the column in the CSV file. So if we say data dollar salary, we are going to fetch the column salary, and we are going to find the minimum using the min function, and that is going to be returned to the min salary variable name. Okay, so see here, I have calculated now. So and next I am going to print the minimum salary. So printing, so you can see the minimum salary in the total records is 500. So it is fetching the record which is having the minimum salary. Okay, so next we are going to use the same subset function, and we are going to fetch some values based on the condition given here. So what is the condition given here? The department should be finance and the salary should be less than 10,000. Okay, so the department should be finance and the salary should be less than 10,000. So that will be returned to the variable finance. Okay, so if you run this, and if you are printing this finance, what you'll be getting all the records of the finance department whose salary is less than 10,000. Already we had some three rows in the finance department. See here, we had two rows in the finance department. One is with salary 500, another one is salary 3,200. These two records are now fetched because its salary is less than 10,000. Okay, so this is how the subset function works. Okay, so now we have seen how to import the CSV file and how to use the subset function to fetch the part of the data. Okay, so next we are going to see how to write into the CSV file. So for that we are fetching a subset of the data from the company.csv file. That is, the company.csv file data is stored in the variable data. So you're going to fetch for all the records of the IT department, and you're going to store that in the variable new. Okay, so for this we are using the subset function. So now I'm using the write.csv function to write the records into a file name called as it.csv. So this it.csv will be stored in my local directory. Okay, so currently I don't have this file. So if I use this write.csv within bracket new is the data which is storing the subset of the records for IT department, and that will be stored in it.csv file. Row.names is equal to false, means the names, there is no names for the rows. The rows are not having any names. It means that the rows will not be having any names. Okay, so let me run this command and see. So now I have written the CSV file it.csv. Now I am trying to import that it.csv file using read.csv function. Okay, so and I'm printing this it. See what happens. It will be having the subset which belongs to the IT department. In IT department there are two records. The two records from the company.csv are now written into the it.csv file. Hope you understand how to write into the CSV file also. Okay, so that for that we use write.csv function. And for reading from the local directory, that is for import, we use read.csv. For export, we use write.csv. For import, we use read.csv. So far we have seen how to import text file and CSV file. Next we are going to see how to import the Excel file. Okay, so for that we need to have the library read Excel. So read Excel is the library which is having the function read underscore Excel, which will read an Excel file. Okay, so in R there are a lot of libraries, and inside the libraries there will be a lot of functions. Okay, so for reading the Excel, we need the read underscore Excel function, and this function is within the library read Excel. So I am going to call the library first. Okay, so I'm running this, so it will give some warning message, ignore that. Okay, so next we have to read the Excel file. So I'm having the Excel file sales1.xlsx, and it is having two sheets. So I showed you two sheets, sheet 1 and sheet 2. The sheet 1 I am fetching into data 2. Okay, and sheet 2 I am fetching into data 3. Okay, so now I am printing data 2. So data 2 is showing the contents of the sheet 1. It is having the columns A, B and C and some values. And data 3 is showing the contents of the sheet 2. It is also having the columns A, B and C, and it is having some values. Okay, so this is how you can read an Excel file. You can create an Excel file already, keep it in your local directory, use the read underscore Excel function from the read Excel library, and you can read the Excel file. Okay, so now how to write into the Excel file? So for that you have to have the library write Excel. Okay, so this write Excel library has to be called for that. So you will get some warning messages, ignore that. So now you are going to first create a data frame with 4 columns. The column names are order date, item, unit cost. Okay, so it's only 3 columns: order date, item and unit cost. Okay, I'm creating a data dot frame, that is it is going to create a table. Okay, so it is going to create 3 columns with some rows. How many rows are there? There are 3 rows, 3 columns and 3 rows, and that will be stored in the variable df. Okay, so now df is having the data frame. Okay, so now I'm going to write this data frame into the file sales2.xlsx. Okay, so earlier I had my file sales1. So now I'm creating a new file sales2.xls file. Okay, using the function write underscore xlsx. Okay, so this function is going to write the data frame into this Excel. Okay, see here, now it has written inside the Excel. So now we are going to see whether it is written correctly using read Excel command. Okay, so read Excel is a function which is going to read from sales2. Okay, so and it is storing in data 2. Okay, so now I'm printing data 2. See here, it is printing all the contents of the data frame from the sales2.xls file. Okay, so this is how we can write into an XLS. So we have seen how to import from an Excel file using read underscore Excel function, and how to write inside an Excel file using write underscore xlsx function. Okay, so this is how you can read and write from an Excel file. Okay, so these are the commands. So today we have seen how to import a text file and how to import a CSV file, how to have a subset function of the CSV file, and how to write into a CSV file, and how to import an Excel file, and how to write into an Excel file. Hope it is very clear for you today. If you don't understand anything, you can replay the video and see one by one. It will be clear again. Okay. Thank you for listening.